It says I'm live. I'm here. About to start the scene in a minute. I didn't have my shades on, and this light is killing me right now. So let me get these shades on, and I'll be with y'all in a matter of about. There we go. There we go. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds, Doggie Diamonds TV. Tonight, I didn't really know what to talk about. I guess I'm August out, seeing it out. I'm entanglemented it out. So I wanted to hear from y'all. Maybe y'all want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about none of that stuff, but maybe y'all want to talk about it. So I have it to where y'all could call in and talk about whatever. Somebody's calling already. I didn't even start yet, so let's just take the first caller. What's up? This Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Doggie Diamonds, what's good, fam? It's Julian, man. Peace, peace.
What's going on, family? What's going on? What's on your mind today?
Oh, man, a lot, man. You know, we got to get our shit together, family.
Come on. The first thing you said on the thing was no cursing, and the first thing you do was curse.
Oh,
come on.
My fault, man. My fault.
Yeah. So let's.
Yeah.
I feel. Listen, I feel your sentiment. I know why you curse, but we got to learn how to talk without cursing. So go ahead.
I got you.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta really get our stuff together, man. You know what I mean? We got a lot of stuff going on, and you know we gotta learn how to be civilized. You know what I'm saying? We gotta learn to be civilized and value each other. You know, and the older generation and whatnot, we gotta reach out to these young kids and whatnot, and really show them a different way, a different path, because the path they're going, you know, it's gonna lead you to prison, death, or being a snitch.
but you don't think that that's something that we've been saying for a minute, and some of us has been saying for a while? I just think that they don't want to listen anymore.
That's
I
true
don't think
too,
they want.
man.
And you know what's funny though, right? Let me say something to you, bro. I don't know your age range, right? But at the end
I'm
of it all,
37.
huh?
I'm 37.
Okay, so I got you by a couple of years. So look, right? At the end of it all, when you look at it like this, right? These little dudes is getting certain money. So being that our generation made money so important and made money to where if you don't have money, you're not this, that, and the third. Now the little homie became the big homie because he got money. You understand what I'm saying? So now dudes is able to buy hoods, and how could I tell somebody something who got a Lamborghini? How could I tell them to chill out? For example, well, I ain't gonna put that out there, but some of these little dudes are getting hurt, murdered, and killed. My whole thing is this. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of people ain't gonna like that. I'm gonna say this. Yo, I just don't want it to happen to innocent people. But
You're
at
right.
the end
Exactly.
of it all,
You're right.
at the end of it all, the way some of these little guys is moving, yo, it's inevitable. It's inevitable that it's gonna happen to them. You know what I'm saying? Just don't no babies and no innocent people. But if you want to live a destructive, reckless lifestyle and everything that comes with that, hey, I don't know what to tell you.
I feel you is 100% right, man. You know what I mean? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. We all know what it is. We all know how the hood move and whatnot. But it's like, come on, kids, innocent people. That's not, come on, that's sloppy. You know
But
what I'm
that's not
saying?
new
It's
though.
making
But I'm gonna keep it real though. That's not new. That has been going on for a long time. Dudes
That's
have been
true.
because we
That's
keep
true.
acting like a lot of stuff is new under the sun. When I was 17 years old, honestly, you couldn't tell me nothing. You couldn't tell me nothing. Why? Because I was getting a little bit of money, and
Right.
I just was just what I was like, yo, whatever. I ain't listening to no older dudes until certain things. You gotta go through certain things in life. You gotta get.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta get stabbed, shot, go to jail, and either you gonna shape up, or you gonna become more of an animal. You know what I'm saying? It depends. Like we just in a bad situation because everything is broadcasted now, but there's really nothing new under the sun. Everything is just broadcasted
That's
now.
true.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Everything is on
exactly.
social media. Yeah, it ain't new. But
Yeah.
fam, let me get some more callers in, man. Thank you for calling.
All right,
All
fam.
right, peace.
Peace.
Yep.
Salute.
All right. What's up? This Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Peace. This is equality.
Oh, the girl that was just talking stuff to me in my comments. Yeah,
I always talk to you. Yes.
yeah. What's up? What's going on? You told me you gonna tell me don't
Peace.
turn it to DJ Academics. Come on.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that.
We
I
can't
hate
listen. We
that.
gotta.
Like
Let me tell you something, right? Let me give
Uh-huh.
you a jewel real quick. Sometimes you got to
Mhm.
give people what they want in order to give them what they need.
Right. But as
So
long as that's the formula and you're
it's
not trying to turn
it's
into
always balance.
what you've been speaking against for years, like I
It's
don't want you
it's
to be one of those lad niggas.
it's
That's what I
always
really wanted
balance.
to say, but I just use academics.
But
But
you know what though? This is what we have to. This is the mind state that we have to also into too, right?
mhm.
And I'm glad that you saying that. And just don't use the N word anymore because we got to keep it clean tonight.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, 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 yeah.
why is the academics, why is the Vlads, why are those individuals successful?
Because people that are vultures, culture vultures, tend to be successful, you know. But at the same time, if you're noticing right now, the times are changing. Things are like there's a changing of the guards that's going on, and all of that old way of doing stuff, like with those people who are on that negative mindset and wavelength, they're being all of that stuff is being brought to light, and they're losing their power.
Hmm.
So as we're moving in, you don't need to change your platform or anything that you're doing because you was already on the right side of things. They're gonna have to raise their vibration and frequency to meet where you was already at. Some people got a head start into this thing that's being ushered in because everything you see going on, you see the money heist, you see all of that stuff going on in this country. And basically, this is how you know the power structure is being shifted. Like, for instance, right? When they started talking about DC becoming a 51st state, that's right there is a red flag right there. Because the reason that DC is not a state is because that's where they print money at. Now money is not going to be printed. If that becomes a state, then where's the money going to be printed? See, we got to get our minds off of these distractions and start dealing with what's really going on. And right now, like, we need to be on some community collective resources. I just saw back home in Jersey City, the community set up a refrigerator outside and they have a sign up, take one and give. Like, so make sure everybody eating is full of fruits and vegetables and things like that. Like, that's the mindset like these people that's doing all this crazy stuff, they want us to be distracted because it's keeping our minds off of Parser versus Google and other things that's going on right now. So you can't get caught up in the mix of all of that. You have to continue that same vision that you had originally, because that's what's going to carry on. All of the, all those masks and all of that fake stuff and the fluff stuff, all of that's falling off because we created hip hop created a new generation of people. That's why you don't see all these racist people that you used to see, because like the Klansmen, their children listen to hip hop, and hip hop changed the dynamics and the fabric of the world. One thing that people don't understand: American culture, North American culture, is like ancient Egypt. You know how Egypt had an influence on Greek and Roman and everything else.
Hmm.
That's how American North American hip hop is. Like, it is so infectious that you have people in towns with no running water, but they know our rapper songs. They don't even know the language, but they know every word and every song. That shows you how infectious it is. They dressing like us, they're talking like us, everything.
So
So
let me ask you
everybody in
something.
this
Let
world,
me. I don't want to cut you, but let me ask you
uh huh.
something. So
Oh yeah, yeah.
what do you do for fun?
What do I do for fun?
Hmm.
A lot of things. Like I'm still like a big kid, so I'll go outside and play with the kids tag. We'll play basketball. I'll jump on a bed. I'll paint. I'll draw. I do a lot of stuff with the neighborhood community children. So it's like whatever floats my boat for that day, I'm gonna do it.
Reason why I ask you that, right? Because I think a lot of times when we have knowledge of self, when we carry ourselves a certain way, we just seem like we're not fun. We just seem like
Oh
we're
no.
always, y'all know, because people think I'm always mad, but I'm really, I joke and joke with the children all the time and call them doodle heads and stuff like that and just have fun. So it just really seems like we don't have a good time and enjoy ourselves. And I think many of us don't express fun and joy enough because we're so busy in this fight that, okay, it's a time where you got to take the gloves off, and not saying not fight, but you have to be able to enjoy yourself. And I don't mean twerking on Instagram or pulling money to your head or that low vibrating stuff, but I'm just saying that I think we need to show a little bit more joy and a little bit of happiness, because some of us just seem uptight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, a lot of them are bitter and uptight because of who they got their teachings from. But if you surround yourself by around young people, you can't be on that tip, especially not coming from our generation. Like, think about it. Like, these people are so sensitive today that from our generation, they would not make it. Like the way we was cracking on people and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's bullying.
Comedy. Yeah, comedy was our relief. Mm-hmm. That's why Dave Chappelle and everything, like all from the same generational gap. You know what I'm trying to say?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All of that is because we have to bring that laughter and commentary. Yeah, that's cool. But I was saying, just don't get caught up in the distractions that people are throwing out there, because there's a lot of people that don't know better.
No,
and they
but
don't
you know
that
what?
these
But
things
you know
are
what,
distractions.
though? For some of us, I feel what you're saying, and what you're saying is right and exact. But to a certain extent, sometimes we do need a distraction, because some of us are really consumed by this. Like, this is just, this could really freak you out. Like, you have to find a way to like, that's why I asked you, what do you do for fun? Because some of us are just, you think a person wake up in the morning and is automatically like incense burning and they got shea butter sitting there and when they got unks all over their houses, like, this is what I'm saying. But this is how it be coming off, though. You know what I'm saying? This is how it comes off to people. So you have to let people know, like, yo, I do enjoy myself. I do have a good time. I do live life. I do, I do regular stuff. It's just that, it's a time and a place for everything. Because I be seeing some dudes and I be like, he must never be happy. Like, when are you ever happy? Like, do you ever smile? And like, for me, like I said, I like to have a good time. I like to, I like listening to music. I like, doing regular people stuff. But it be seeming sometimes like, yo, man, dudes is twisted. You know what I'm saying? Like, this really, 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 really got people, all sorts of, I'm gonna say it crazy, man. I'm gonna say some of these dudes is crazy, man.
What triggered me is the fact of who the topic of discussion is, and knowing that certain things is just like a smoke screen, so you don't see what's really going on behind the curtain. And that part is like, all right, come on, we could do better. We could dig more. We could talk about other things that's going on. And like, for instance, all of this chaos and stuff that's going on in the world, most people don't even, if it doesn't come on the news doesn't tell you that this is an issue, they don't jump out there. Like, for instance, they allowed the media to put a battery in their back to go out and protest in the middle of a pandemic. You know what I'm trying to say? You're guinea pigs, the first ones to go out. And they're not seeing that. Like, you're not seeing that. Every time race is mentioned or anything that they need a smoke screen for something to get us riled up, they use race issues. And here we go. You know what I'm saying? But then after
we're an emotional people. Yeah, we're an emotional people because of what we've been through, and everything that happened to us is always broadcasted, and all we see is tragedies. We never see triumphs, and every time we see a triumph, it's always materialism. Like this, like he just bought this or he just bought, did that, and it's never a thing of, well, this person just changed their diet, or this person, started drinking this type of water, and they just added 15 years to their life. It's just always stuff that for the now. So the way society is now, everything is microwavable. Everything we want it now.
Everything.
Everything.
So. Everything. And then it's like, and then what happened? The 31st degree to 136. Okay, what happened now? You did all of this protest, and now what? Now what? Oh, now we on to Jada and August
Yeah,
Alsina.
well,
I
it's
got it. You
easy.
know
Yeah,
what
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. But you know what though? You know, you most people get their news from the shade room. You know, and I'm not even really,
Mhm.
I don't want to go in on them, but a lot of us, we get a lot of our news. Well, not me, because I don't see me. I'm a little different. I don't be following any of those things, so I really don't know. So
Mhm.
I get certain things because, again, I don't want to, like, I'm gonna be real with you, man. I look at some of these dudes that so-called conscious, man. They look miserable, man. They
They
look
are,
yo they look I'll be like, yo, nah, man. If I come off like that, I'm gonna
because
chill, but they
they're
look.
not going with the formula. If
Yeah.
you are surrounding yourself by young people, because that's what the elders are supposed to be, around the young people, so their parents could do. Like our generation missed that because the crack took
Facts.
out our elders, and the next generation missed it because you got two sets of parents working. The grandparents are working, and the children are working in this generation, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
now you got a whole other one that's lost under the crack. The reason why, yeah, they say it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a healthy village to raise a well-grounded child.
Facts.
What type of child are you trying to raise? You know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
And
Cause we raising,
yeah, so I
these
that
little serial killers and drug addicts right now.
they
This like,
raising themselves. This is
yeah,
Lord of the Flies.
yeah.
This is Lord of the Flies. Like I had to quit my job because I was working 16 hours
Mm.
a day, and I had three teenagers.
Wow.
That wasn't gonna work. No matter how much I was like, yeah, I'm gonna grind this out real quick so I can get to my next level. Then my son got in trouble,
Mm.
and then I realized I don't have eyes behind my head, and I don't have the community and
Mhm.
conducive for that lifestyle. Because a lot of people think that the problems came along when the man was out of the home. That's not true. Men have always been out of the home, always, because they were, were
Welfare.
hunting
Yeah,
and
if you got
gathering,
welfare, you wasn't allowed to have a man in the house at one point.
but they were still there.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
were
yeah. But I
always
mean,
there.
but for the government,
Yeah,
you had to actually,
but
you
but
couldn't be
even
there.
before that, let's say like in war times
Mhm.
or when they was out hunting and getting stuff, whatever. Women, the problem came when women were removed from the household
Mm.
because right after World War II, when the women started going to work because the men were overseas fighting and they was making all of the weapons and the bullets and stuff like that and sending them over, they started putting children in daycare centers,
Mm.
the mothers and programs and stuff. So, like, because when they first tried to, and because there was a process to this whole indoctrination thing. The first try at it when with the natives, our ancestors, they were teaching us stuff. They sent us away to school, but our parents would take the pins out of our head when we came home and instill the correct information in our coaching them. And it's like that's not working. And that's when they started getting the Chinese and then the Irish workers. And then they figured out what we have to do is remove the woman from the household.
Mm.
So that's when a first thing with World War II, when they were sent into the work field. And then the next wave was when crack hit
Whoa.
because crack took out a lot of women. It
Yeah.
had more
Yeah.
deadly effects on the women than it had on the men. And so when you take out the teachers, because that's the first teacher, everything that a woman deals with in the womb, everything carrying that baby 24/7 until it's born, goes into that child.
Got you.
And the formative years goes into that child. So when you remove the mother from that equation, like they're doing, because everything is anti-nature, even in the cloning stuff, like they're putting fetuses in different animals to grow them and stuff like that. But when you remove that element from it, it's always going to be problems. That's why they hit the woman the hardest and
Yeah,
go
yeah.
after the
So
women
so
the
let me
worst.
let me ask you something else. Are you on social media?
Yeah, yeah.
All right. What is your social media? Because I would like for people to actually follow you,
Okay.
and I want you to come back because I like building. I like building with women. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'm so sick of these dudes, man. Because it's like you talk to a dude for a little while, and then he be like, "Yo, I rap, man. I don't want to hear no raps, man. So I want to hear some information. Like and then if you rap, why the information ain't in your raps? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
I can't listen to this spin the block. I got the Draco. I'm scraping the pot. I just can't do it, man. I can't do it no more. For those who do it, cool. But I can't have 1,000,000,001 rappers like that. But yeah. Before I cut you off, what's your
Yeah.
social media?
All right. So my IG is Shakina Wisdom. SHEKINAH Wisdom, or one word. And and my jewelry collection is I Am You Collection on IG.
Where is it
Yeah.
at Etsy?
No, it's a standalone website,
Okay.
imusecollection.com, but I sell it on IG and on Facebook.
Okay. So yeah, this what
Yeah.
I need you to do. Do you follow me on Instagram?
I follow you. I think I follow you on one of my Instagram pages, and then I
Oh,
follow you on
she's
Facebook.
she's fancy. She said on one of my Instagram pages. So I'm definitely gonna build with you behind the scenes. Like I said, I like having these
Yeah.
conversations with females. So I actually want to do a women panel where y'all could teach us men some stuff about women, and because I think we got a lot to learn, and yeah, we need a little bit of correction, when it comes to what's going on in the world.
And we both do. I mean, we both do
But I
because
like your
that's the
insight
balance.
though. I think a lot of these dudes, they got to get taught again how to wash their underarms and bathe, because that come from your mama. Your mama be like, yo, you stink. You know what I'm saying? And I be seeing
Right.
some dudes out there that stink, and these girls still be letting stink dudes hump on them. You know what I'm saying? So I'm confused. Something went
Because
wrong
it
somewhere.
doesn't, because of the love that the woman has for the men, that, and because it's been taught. Like my son best broke it down because he's another deep one. But
Hmm.
my son said, he said, "Ma, you know what the problem with women is?" He said the problem with women is that from a little child they tell women, "All right, go to school, go to college, so you could get you a good man." Like that whole, their
Hmm.
whole
Hmm.
everything is revolved around her basically chasing a man. And he said they don't tell them to, get your education, and then you're gonna one day eventually you're gonna meet somebody that matches your energy. You know what I mean? And you
Hmm.
could decide whether you want to deal with them or not. They don't teach it like that. And one of the things, I'm glad I had my sons first,
Mm.
because the way I raised my sons as is in a way where they can sustain themselves. They know how to
Mm.
cook, clean, sew, everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so, but it brings that balance, and I didn't want to teach that narrative. And then the only hard part that I've come across is when you raise good men, and then now it's the city girl culture that
Mm.
you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like that's who they're, and
listen. You gotta dodge it. You gotta dodge it like you playing tag because
ah,
the sad thing, and sometimes I feel bad for women that's hardworking women because, and even for us men sometimes it's like when you get it honestly, and then you just see somebody come along and they do the bare minimum or just do something that's just really really like some weirdo stuff and they get rewarded and you like, yo, hold up.
mhm,
That was my thing with see, that's my thing with academics. It's like academics is very successful in accordance to what people think success is, right? Some people don't
right.
care about their soul or anything. Some people don't care about that. So
Because
is
they
it
already lost it.
but it depends on what you want. And one thing about me that I don't like about the lessons is that I can't subscribe to being a poor righteous teacher. I can't be poor.
No, see, you're not the one that's poor. Now you teach the poor and righteous. Does that make sense to you now?
I get it, but
It's not saying you're a poor righteous teacher, but
what is the
you
five
teach
percent?
those people,
But what is
huh?
it? Well, what is the 5%?
What are they?
The poor righteous teachers.
Meaning they're not poor,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
But they'll teach the poor and righteous. They're the teachers of the poor and righteous.
Okay.
It's
So
just the
that's
wordplay,
your
because you got to understand,
so that's your
huh?
understanding. Because my understanding was always like calling myself a poor righteous teacher, and so I get the way you're saying it, like the poor. You're teaching the
You teach
poor, but
those
you're a righteous
and the
teacher.
rest of it.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're teaching not just the poor, the righteous poor, the
Got you.
people that want to learn, the people that want to do the right thing. Because you got to understand, right? Elijah Muhammad, his grammar was very off, and he answered those degrees nearly correct.
Yes.
So knowing that, you have to use your own wisdom and understanding, and also know that we are their evolution. So whatever mistakes they made, it behooves us to make those corrections, so we're not teaching our kids Columbus discovered America, if you get my drift.
Facts.
So you have to make those revisions accordingly and make sure that the people that you're teaching, like I hate followers, the people that want to do things exactly the same way somebody else did it. And I'm like, we're supposed to be, that's why I don't even use the word descended. I use the word ascended. I'm an ascended of my ancestors. You know what I mean? Because I'm here to be their evolution. Anything that they made mistakes on, it behooves me to make those corrections and move on accordingly. So that's why I had to stray away from certain things, because people were stuck in that box and they wasn't willing. I'm like, yo, son, you are older than that man that was when he returned. Why aren't you further than where you are right now?
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Like that type of mentality. So, yeah.
All right, so let me get some more callers in. Thank you to Mr. D for that dollar donation. The super chat is open for anybody who want to send something in that super chat. You can also donate via Streamlab.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you a cash app now.
Okay.
I'm gonna put that in there. I appreciate your
no problem.
And I'm gonna
we
clear
definitely
that comment up so you understood where I was coming from.
Got you. No, I don't take anything. I don't really take things personal, especially when somebody is respectful. When people are respectful, I can always take information. But then when people be disrespectful, I match that energy all the time. I meet aggression with aggression. I love it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it is what it is. All right. So I'll build with you later on, definitely for sure. And make sure you hit me on Facebook.
I'll invite you to math.
All right. Peace. All right. 973. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's going on, dog? Let me get this background noise out the way.
Okay,
I'm calling from Jersey. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm here. Jersey. Yeah, I see the 973.
Jersey.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's on your mind tonight, bro?
Oh no, I was just like what you said. I like something that you said that sparked me to call when we was talking about distractions and how I really, what does that mean? Like, we're so easily distracted. Like, we went from Black Lives Matter, people start talking about Will and Jada. And I think, like you said, it's healthy. Sometimes we need a reset. You know what I'm saying? You can't sit in front of your computer screen and your TV and just look at the madness that's going on across the planet. I mean, so when you say that we're easily distracted, right? What do you want us to do? I don't think it's healthy just to consume a diet of just racism. The world is ending. What are we going to do? Panic. Like, I just don't think that's healthy. It's not healthy to always be in a...
So what you're saying is it's not cool to just sit around with your lip poked out with the black face.
No.
See, I think it's a balance. I think it's a time and a place for everything. I think sometimes that we do need to put up a united front and fight. But we also have to realize, and I'm also a part of, I can say, the problem to a certain extent. I try not to be, but to my detriment. And this is the thing that I run into, right? When I don't cover Will and Jada, and I'm covering real hip hop or I'm covering real topics, right? And the video gets 2,000 views, but this individual covered Will and Jada and got 70,000. Too many things happen. It helps their revenue. It helps them, build their brand and their channel. But then it also gives the perception that they're successful because we look at numbers and we look at everybody's success. So the issue that I have is that sometimes when I don't cover certain things, that's harmful to me. That's to my detriment. That hurts me. So it's like I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Do I keep it real? Or do I indulge in some of the hot topics that's going on? But you have to, I'm agree with you. I feel like we do have to be a little bit more balanced because I can't be all the way on the right, but I can't be all the way on the left too. You know what I'm saying? I gotta know when to jump in the fight. It's almost like, when I used to watch females play double dutch, they just didn't jump in the rope. You know what I'm saying? They
Right.
paced it, then they jumped in. But I think what she's saying about the easily distractions, I think that we forget about the fights that we were fighting, because when something else happened, then everybody just look over there and we forget. You know, let's not forget the people. Breonna Taylor, it still has been no justice for her. You know, it still hasn't been no justice for certain people that deserve justice. And look how many people gravitate towards what's going on with Will and Jada. And if the same amount of people that gravitated towards Will and Jada gravitated towards justice for Breonna Taylor and others, then it might be some type of justice for them, you know. But it's like we're so busy. We love misery. We love cancer, you know. When the Will and Jada thing is like, I had an issue with it because I'm like, yo, I just don't really want to talk about nobody else's bone action. You know what I'm saying? I just don't,
Right.
I just don't really care like that. But we could chime in. We could chime in,
Right. But
but
yeah,
we
but I
can't
mean,
be.
but
Go
you know
ahead.
what? I mean, but it's theater. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, again, like I said, it's art imitating life. So a lot of times these entertainers kind of like give people relief that, you know what I'm saying, like you're not alone. Like, you know what I mean, there's stories that you can relate to. You know what I'm saying? There's things going on in your relationship, and you like, God damn, okay, Will and Jada got, you know, fuck shit going on. I got
Oh,
fuck
whoa,
shit
whoa, whoa!
going
No
on. Like,
cursing,
you
no
know,
cursing. Come on, no cursing, man.
oh, I'm sorry, I'm
Yeah,
sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
yeah,
Will
yeah.
and Jada got, you know, got drama going on in their life, so you know, it's not just me. So you know, a lot of times that's the kind of like what those kind of distractions do. And again, a lot of these protests and a lot of these things that's in certain communities are regional. So if I'm in New Jersey focusing on Breonna Taylor, that's going to be kind of hard. The most I can do is um, basically, you know, tweet, you know, Facebook. That's the best I can do. You know what I'm saying? You know, financially, like I have obligations. I'm trying to start a business. I have a
No,
nine
but
to
let
five
me, but let
job,
me,
so
but let
I'm
me
not.
stop you
So I
though.
can't.
But let me stop you. What make everything universal and make us all together is social media. So it's not regional. Social media makes us all together because where does Will and Jada live? Where does
Right.
where does so that makes what I'm saying is that everybody's in on the conversation. It's not regional. That's all over. You know what I'm saying? So when we see things happening and it's an injustice, that's not regional. That's all over. That affects all of us, and we all have to chime in. I get what you're saying.
No,
Go ahead.
when I say regional, I'm talking about direct, real responses that can affect that situation. Like in that region of the country, I can't vote for the DA. I can't vote for the judge. I can't vote for the local sheriff. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about as far as like letting your voice be heard on social media. And I feel that the people like dog, like this is what you do. It's in your core being. It's in your core being to worry about issues, real issues. That's who you are. So if you step out for a second and say, man, what's going on over here? You know, you just kind of like deviate for a second, you're going to jump right back to your square. You know what I'm saying? Like with issues like this and issues that's going on right now, me and my cousin talk about this all the time. We talk about this on a daily basis to the point where people that's around us, they think that we are Debbie Downers. They say that our conversation is depressing. So, you know, me for somebody like me that may, you know, repost a meme of Will and Jada, after that, I'm getting right back to black empowerment. You know, so I'm
You
not
know
so
what's
people
funny
that's
though?
going to be
I get
knocked
what
off the people that's going to be knocked off their square easily. It's just going to be easily knocked off their square.
I get what you're saying, but I will say this, right? For me, I really don't care if anybody think I'm a Debbie Downer. I don't really care what nobody think about me because a lot of people are not really on my frequency anyway. That's why I get to come online and get more like-minded people all around the world opposed to locally. Locally, we deal with a lot of idiots. And they could be in our family, they could be down the block. A lot of people do want to just smoke and drink and twerk and play loud music and do retarded stuff on a day-to-day basis. That's why I be by myself. You know what I'm saying? Or I be around like-minded people.
Doggy, let me tell you. I mean, a lot of times, and again, I mean, so like, so here it is. It's kind of hard to even talk for me. It's even kind of hard to talk to some family members. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you know, not to name call, but I have family members that have not even family members. There's some people in my circumference that's straight out of a Fox News rip. You know what I'm saying? So that's
listen,
you know, so you got to
welcome
do
to the
battle with
club.
that in everyday life, and
Welcome
it's
to the club.
insane. Like I just had to have a real deep conversation with my mother, and no disrespect to my mother.
Your mom's
You
gonna listen
know,
to
I
this.
had to.
And you don't
Hey,
say
it's
nothing
cool.
crazy.
It's cool now, but we had a conversation, and you know, she's kind of dating a guy that's kind of Jesse Lee Peterson kind of Candace Owens type.
Whoa.
And I kept it real with her, so she said, you know, Shamir, I don't think you like him. I said, I'm not dating him. You are. We just don't agree. Our worldview is just totally different. And I'm gonna be honest with you, and just remember, I said this. He's an idiot, and I'm just gonna leave it there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not really for the foolishness. So we get in a conversation. So now everything that's going on, my mother is engaging me more, and we're having conversation. But she gets kind of frustrated, you know, because it gets kind of hard to people want easy solutions to complex situations. So let's just talk about the black experience. We're talking about 400 years in the making, and people want a 30-minute solution to a 400-year problem.
But you know what? I'm gonna stop you right there. Yo, it does only take 30 minutes. You know why? Because out of nowhere, they didn't have money for reparations, but they found stimulus money. Come on now.
No, but that's a whole other ball game. We talking about resources. We talking about the dominant society. What I'm
talking about is that when they want to do something, they're going to do it. They don't want to do it. Again, they found trillions of dollars.
But who's the thing you talking about?
I'm talking about the government, the people who we want reparations
exactly.
from. All right, so that's who we want it from.
I agree.
But yo, let me get some more callers in. Me and you could build all night. Cool. Let me not be selfish.
No doubt.
All right, peace.
All right, no doubt. All
right. 917, what's your name? Where you calling from? Please do not curse.
Hey, Doggie Diamonds, this is Takesha. What's up, bro?
What's going on? How's everything with you?
I'm good, King. Just listening to your show and, you know, getting excited about what I'm hearing.
Good. What's on your mind tonight, though?
Well, you know, I just want to chime on to what the sister was saying, but because we are easily distracted.
Okay.
And that's because we are propagated to be that way.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an on and off switch, like an addiction, a crack addiction, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
And we refuse to look at it that way. It is done because if we were to focus on what the real issues and problems that we face as a black community, even as a nation, it will propel the powers to be to kneel before us. Mm-hmm. And what I mean by that is if we are focused, if we are allowed to have planning sessions, and one of the things that I demand of black churches is that they open up their doors so that we can have some private meetings to get the things that we need done. This is a time that is critical for black people in America and in the world.
Yeah, what happened to black churches? What happened? Black churches used to be about that life.
You said the magic words. They used to be about that life.
Facts, yeah.
And that's because the community built the church. And the church was beholden to the community back then. Right now, it's the other way around. It is the churches who are funded by other groups, if you will, politically, that is, that are now putting the spin on things and making us not even look to our real power. And what I mean by that, family, is that the black church was always used as a mechanism for rebellion. If you look at the case of, let's say, the Deacons for Self-Defense, all of their planning was done in a basement of a church, and that's because the community demanded it to be so. Right now, we're so distracted. Excuse me. We don't know the history of this. And so we don't use this tool in our arsenal. Every time there is a political run, I don't care what the office is, whether it be municipal, whether it be state, or whether it be a national race, they always seem to make time to come to the black church. They don't do this, if you will, with other religious apparatuses, not in the way that they do with us. And that's because they know that they are the ones that are funding these churches. So, as the old saying goes, those who pay the piper call the tune. We refuse to stay focused. Focus, family, is the key to victory. It's just like it's something that you want in your life. Right? For example, I know you was going live, right? So there are certain things, and I love listening to your show. So there are certain things that I had to get done in my household so that I can have the time and the space to listen to Doggie Diamonds TV.
I appreciate
There was planning. You understand what I'm saying? It's planning for that. I can't be running around the house doing 100 things and stay focused on what it is that you're discussing, what your guests are discussing, or what your callers are discussing.
You know what I tell people too?
So
I tell people to make get them a bulletin board. I don't write stuff down. That's just me personally. I got stuff on my head, but get you a bulletin board and just make a list of things that you need to do and just check them off the list as you go. And I think a lot of people don't do that. I think they think that they can do everything in one day or everything in one time, or they think they got time tomorrow to do something that they could do right now. And it's really funny because in this climate that we have to still talk about stuff that I think we know better than, but we not doing better than. And sometimes I hate to say we because it's not me, because I do what I gotta do, but it doesn't matter if I'm doing it and I'm doing it by myself, and as a collective we're not doing it. So I think a lot of times a lot of us say we because we got to do certain things as a collective, but I think we've been segregated so long from each other too. Like the sister was saying earlier about the men not being in the house, and then they took the women out of the house. Like, we've been segregated to where we just think we don't need each other anymore, so then they started creating things for women, that you could get this, and then the whole child support scam thing, like it's just so much that they did to divide us, and we're at war with each other, like remember like when the protesting thing first started, they out of nowhere, all these videos started coming of black men just beating up black women out of nowhere. Some of them were old videos, some of them were new, but at that point they were being propelled to say, look, y'all don't get along. And I think that always happens. It always happens to where it says, well, look, y'all don't even get along, so we can do this to you. That's why I always tell people when they start talking this black on black crime stuff, I said, yo, our crime is the only crime that has a genre and a label. Everybody else could do stuff to each other and it's just a crime, but when it comes to us, they label our crime, and yeah, that's what it is. All right, so I want to get some more callers in, but I want to thank you for calling. Yeah, let me get some more callers in, and you enjoy the rest of your night.
You too, bro. Brooklyn all day.
Always. All right, later on. Yeah, so it's funny though, because I want y'all to know too, like, even when me having a platform, it's a double-edged sword because to a certain extent I always have to be responsible. I always have to be that voice. I always have to be this. But uh, uh other platforms, they get to roam free. They get to just do whatever they want to do. But as black men and women with platforms, we always have to be on this. Again, if I do anything else, if I talk about anything else, it's like, well, how can you talk about that at a time like this? Or you should be using your platform this, you should be using your voice for this. But again, this is what people don't understand. Like for us, content creators, especially black content creators, we're labeled as black content creators. So we always got to talk about black issues, but Vlad don't never have to cover none of this stuff. He doesn't never have to have a town hall meeting. Adam 22 never has to do it. Complex never has to do it. None of these platforms never have to do this, but our people give them all the viewership and give them donations and give them money and help them. But it's like, here I am. I have to be stuck in this mode, which, is my life. So I'm on it. But the minute I say anything about anything else, it's like, why are you talking about that? Or why you covering that? Or why you gossiping? Or why? And it's like, yo, it's crazy because we're in boxes. Creatively, we're in boxes. So sometimes I go live, I'm like, I don't even know what to talk about because I don't even know what the people want to receive. And I'm not like these dudes with funny clothes on and 65 unks on me. I'm just not that dude. You know what I'm saying? Like I could talk about battle rap, I could talk about hip hop, I could talk about all types of stuff, but we're put in a box. And I know sometimes you want to just build on something, but it's like if you're not in the conversation of what's going on, then you look like you're distracted. But for some of us, this is really our life. Like, this is not a trend. Some of us was talking about some of these things before it was cool. So I see people now, everybody, it's cool to be woke, but it's really trendy. So whatever trend happens next, that's what everybody jumps on. Again, Breonna Taylor, there still hasn't been no justice for her. It hasn't been no justice for a lot of our people. But they give us the story and then they change the story. You know what I'm saying? They change the story and then we go with whatever the new story is. So it's like if Tory Lanez gets locked up in a car with Meg Thee Stallion and he had a gun, it's like, yo, so what? But if you look at it, right? Look at it like all the news, everything that you see is always something about us being dysfunctional. It's never anything progressive. It's never anything positive. It's just always, and it dominates every aspect of our timeline, the television, all the TMZ. Everything is dominated by what's wrong with us. So if I was another race, I would look like, yo, them people ain't right because everything about us is broadcasted wrong. But then when we talk about outsiders, not from our community and our culture, and their wrongs, then YouTube shuts your video down. Then you get a Facebook ban. Then you start getting 200 views on your videos. And you got, you know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot going on that the people don't understand. So a lot of times when you see people asking for donations or asking for things to help their platform, it's not that they, me personally, I don't drink or smoke, so I'm not gonna take your money and be like, yo, sitting in, yeah, I just bought the finest kush with them. No, it ain't that type of thing. Some of us really have to go the extra mile to stay in this fight because the fight is fixed. I don't own this platform. I mean, I got my name on here, but they could erase me like that, just like they did Alex Jones, just like they did David Icke, just like they did the minister. They could get you out of here whenever they want. So when you have people with platforms who are speaking out, who are saying certain things, or who giving you the floor to say something, because you're not getting on the Breakfast Club. You can't call in Ebro and them, or you can't, they're not giving you the floor to do that. And there's some of us who want to hear what the people think and want to know what y'all think and want to build with y'all, we are the least supported. You know what I'm saying? We're the least supported. We gotta beg. And then, you say, yo, send in a donation to me. Yo, why you begging? How am I begging? I'm asking for you to support me. Now, if I tell you how I need your support, why you mad at me? Because you can't buy me a Scully in the summertime. You can't say, here, I'm supporting you. Here go a Scully. Well, I don't need a Scully. It's hot. So with some of us, we tell the people exactly what we need in order to grow and be bigger. And some people say, yo, you've been in the game this long. How come you ain't such and such? Well, let me give you a few examples why I'm not like that. For one, I'm a heterosexual black male, right? That makes a difference, right? That really, really does make a difference. I don't straddle the fence with my sexuality in no way, right? Don't do that at all. I don't coon. You don't see me jumping around dancing the jig for acceptance. I'm not always smiling and that. So it's very difficult for some of us, and we still found a way. We still find a way to keep going and all that. But we be really needing the people. So when you see us say share, like, subscribe, yo, that means a lot, because when you look at what y'all share. But everybody's woke. Everybody is on this woke train because it's trendy. But then you sharing, everybody had a comment about August and all that. And I'm like, yo, that dominated my timeline. But if this dominated my timeline the way this dominated my timeline, then maybe we would see some change. But look at what people gravitate towards. People gravitate towards cancer cells. Cancer has to live in negativity. You know what I'm saying? And this is what I'm seeing. It's like everybody is trying to deal with somebody else's misery so they don't have to deal with their reality. But let me get some more callers in. 914, what's your name? Where you calling from? Please do not curse. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on? My name is Ray. Out in New York. I have one quick question.
Go ahead.
We're in New York, the melting pot, and I know you said any topic,
Yes.
Ask anything, right?
Free fall.
Yeah, free fall. Here we go. So what are your thoughts on the ADOS movement as a person who's grown up in New York where there's a variety of blackness? How does that movement apply to the New York area?
The first time I heard ADOS, believe it or not, was Dr. Khalid Muhammad said it on Dominique Carter's show. He had an interview with Dominique Carter, and he said ADOS. And I was like, but he said that, the full term. And I was like, I never heard that before. So when I heard ADOS within the last, I think it was the last 3 or 4 years, I was like, yeah. Dr. Khalid said that a long time ago. I mean, yeah. you know what's funny, man? When you deal with ADOS and certain movements, it's hard to deal with a movement when I don't agree with certain leaders. And I'm really big on leaders, their lifestyle, and I'm really big on leaders, their certain lifestyle and how they carry themselves, because not saying that I'm perfect, but I don't know, man. It's like the BLM movement. It's just so much things that we see that's compromised, and I don't really see too many things in its purest form. And then now you have individuals that don't believe that we're ADOS, or don't believe that ADOS really is what it is. Some people believe that we're indigenous to this land, that we didn't come here.
Yeah.
So it's so many.
I know all those beliefs.
Yeah.
I'd like to interject for a second.
I
understand what you're saying about, questioning their leadership, because I feel the same way about BLM. From the beginning, from the outset, I knew, this is not for me. Not because of anything specific, but I just knew, like, the founders don't seem like they really could pass the sniff test, But I will say about ADOS, that I could kind of figure who you're alluding to, but I wouldn't think there's no leadership in this movement. You have two people who are more vocal than others, but it's really just boils down to lineage. When I moved back to New York maybe like 6 years ago, right? Grew up here for a good amount of time, then I moved back, right? And I see, like, I am surprised when I see a Black American in Brooklyn. It's like, I remember I was in Flatbush waiting for my cousin to come home, and I heard two brothers talking. I'm in Flatbush, and they didn't sound like they live around here. But bottom line is they were Black Americans, and I'm shocked to this day sometimes when I run across fellow Black Americans.
What is a Black American? I'm confused. What do you mean Black American? I'm confused.
ADOS stands for American Descendants of Slavery. Okay. People who were pretty much enslaved here. They're not Caribbean, they're not African, they're not Afro-Latino. That's what ADOS is. Gotcha. I thought you knew.
No, I do know what it is, but when you kept saying Black Americans, you didn't refer to them as African American. That's why I didn't know what the distinction
I don't get down. I've never gotten down with the African American. Okay. I did it around white people to cut to the chase, because I'm not going to sit up here and debate some stupid shit that Jesse Jackson came up with that y'all want to adopt. I'm not going to argue about that. But as in my private life, ever since I was a kid, I always said Black American.
So you consider yourself to be American?
All right, I'll give you some background. I'm half Black American, half Black immigrant. So it's like I'm not dealing with some type of identity crisis. I'm dealing with what was given to me. My mother's from here. I was raised here. I cannot sit here, because I know we all grew up in New York on this Pan-African trip where, if you claim American, then you're claiming the beast. Okay. You get what I'm saying? And I get it. I totally get it. But for me to deny where I'm from, that makes no sense. That's a form of psychosis to a degree. You get what I'm saying? And no, I'm not going to sit here and praise America for all its dealings, because I didn't co-sign them. I'm not getting any checks from the government to go infiltrate this country or that country, but I do know where I'm from.
So you claim America because of your birthplace?
It's common sense. I can't do anything about it. I didn't choose this life. This life chose me.
So your lineage goes back to America.
No, see, I know that loophole about that.
No, I'm answering the question. What is your lineage?
I'm answering your question. I'm being playful. Don't take it. I'm being playful. Okay. Let me be more professional. No, my existence and my people does not start with that ship that stopped in Jamestown and brought the first slaves. No, my lineage obviously doesn't start there. Okay. But when it comes to the present political context of my existence in this world and what I'm dealing with on a daily basis, I can't come to the workplace and pull out a portfolio of all of the pyramids and the Dogon star tracking and all this and get a raise. You get what I'm saying?
No, what I'm saying is that where does your lineage start? Because do you not know where it starts? Because
no, I don't.
Okay.
I mean, from my mother's side, I don't. From my father's side, I go far back as to Jamaica, to my home.
So reason why I'm asking you that because you call yourself a Black American. I don't agree or disagree with that. That's what you call yourself. I can't tell somebody what to call themselves, but I've never really heard when we deal with people who say, and if they call themselves a white American, they still have a place where they could trace their lineage to, whether it be Ireland, whether it be Italy, whether somewhere down the line they came here.
Yeah.
They came here. They're not from this land, so they came here so they could trace their lineage. So when you say Black American, Black is not a nationality. The American is the nationality.
Yeah.
So you consider yourself to be American.
I totally get where you're coming from. That's the thing. I can't say Ghanaian American. I can't say Nigerian American. I can't even say West African, Ivory Coast American, because I don't know where they took my mother's side from, or even my father's side for that. In any case, for that matter. You know, I don't know where
but
it
you
came
reject,
from.
but you do
And
reject.
if black's not a nationality, I know it's an inanimate object, and it, you know, it has so many negative connotations. But that just gives me a specificity of who I am. It speaks specifically to my life. You get what I'm saying?
But you reject African American, though.
No, it's not. See, I don't reject African American because it's because it has African in it. I just feel like, you know, I was alive when Jesse made that speech. I saw it. It just seemed it just seemed like a little hustle, a little game. You get what I'm saying? Because if you go study the history and look at all the pictures, you know, after Martin died, then all of a sudden Jesse got all dashikis with medallions and big afros. He became like a superstar of the civil rights hustle. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So even as a child, I was like, he just made some shit up.
Somebody said something real though. Somebody said, take a DNA test and trace your roots.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely do that. I plan to do that. I have my own little hang-ups with that.
Okay.
You know,
well, you got hang up with everything like that. I ain't no African American. I ain't taking no DNA test. I'm adult. So you consider yourself to be adults though. You definitely adults.
For me, it's like I just told you, I'm half adults, half black immigrant. So where I am in the political context, yes, I'm adults. This is where I am, man. Okay. I could go back to my father's country, but you know, I've had family who've been deported, okay? And I mean, they want to come back sometimes. You get what I'm saying? But
got you.
I do consider myself ADOS because that's the social construct under which I live, and that's just the bottom line.
All right,
and I just want your thoughts on it because I know you grew up, you knew Biggie and all this.
But let me ask you something though, before you go though. So ADOS, what's the last letter in ADOS? It stands for slaves, right?
Yeah.
Where was the slaves taken from?
Let's go back to what you said a second ago. Some of us believe that some of us were already here, majority. That's what some people believe, okay? That's what some people believe. If you go to the Museum of Natural History, you'll see the pictures of Indians. They don't look like these white Indians they put as representatives on TV, okay? So let's put that in the side pocket real quick. Now, if you want to talk about slavery, which did happen, I'm not one of those idiots who believe that slavery didn't happen. You know they were taken from Africa, from mostly the west coast of Africa, and that's just the bottom line. There's some from Central Africa and some from Southern Africa. You know what I'm saying, on the west coast. So that's where the slaves
reason why I'm
came
asking that because when you say a descendant of slave, if the slaves descended from Africa, then I'm just confused at how you only you only reject the African American thing because of Jesse Jackson. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I ain't fuck with Jesse. I ain't fuck with Jesse.
Watch the language. Yeah.
Every curl. Huh?
Yeah. Say watch the language. Okay.
Oh, shit, my bad. I apologize, sir. Yeah. I got comfortable. I love Jesse. Good guy. Okay. So, you know, and the thing about it is, it's not about just tracing it back to slavery and leaving it there. It's about distinguishing yourself. Because I was out west for years, so I grew up with a lot of Africans out there. You know what I'm saying? You saw them. They were cool people. They my people. Mess with the woman, everything. We're good. Love their food. Had that kale stuff with the beans. We're good. But then I come back out here, and I see a lot of people masking themselves in the black American struggle. You get what I'm saying? People speaking for me. You know, I got people on the jobs, you know, who are sometimes Indian, but, you know, they come from Guyana, and they want to talk about racism with me, when I know you're the white man probably in Guyana, stop playing with me.
You talking about the Indians, right? Yeah. All right, your family, we've been on here for 12 minutes. Yeah, let's get some.
I just want your thoughts and opinions, because I respect you, and thank you, man. I was kind of nervous, but thank you for the talk, man.
Don't be nervous. All right, peace.
Peace.
267, I believe it there. 267, what's your name? Where you calling from?
I'm calling from Philly.
Philly, what's going on? What's on your mind tonight?
I'm chilling. Last dude was kind of confused because pretty much the whole ADOS thing. By the way, I'm
I'm Haitian and Congolese, but I was born in the United States, so my
Gotcha.
lineage is Caribbean and African. This guy, like, he's confused. Pretty much the whole ADOS thing is Americans that can trace their lineage to the American South.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So pretty much anybody that's black that your parents didn't take a boat to get here, you're ADOS. But the problem with him, he's saying he's half
Would you say something
their
again?
term ADOS. But my only hello?
Yeah, you broke up a little bit. Say,
Can you hear me?
yeah. What's the last thing you said?
Yeah, but the problem with him is like by the definition of it, he's not even full ADOS. So if there's any type of reparation, he wouldn't get no money anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Got you.
But that's not the issue. My only thing with the ADOS Black immigrant thing, I'm very supportive of all my Black American brethren to get reparations. Like I said, I'm Haitian, so my money's coming from France. But it's a whole lot of confusion because people use that term Black American. Like I was telling you, I was born in the United States, so I'm legally, I have an American passport. I'm Black American as well. You know what I'm saying? So that's where it's whole lot of confusion because black. People forget that the term black, it's a race. Like Sammy Sosa is
it's
black.
not a
You know what I'm saying?
nationality. Yeah, it's not a nationality.
It's not a nationality. So if you're born in the United States, doesn't matter if your parents are from Jamaica, Haiti, or anywhere else, you're black. But the problem with confusion with a lot of people is like Black American is like if both of your parents' lineage go to the American South, that's where you're ADOS or foundational Black American, and that's where the confusion comes in. And to me, I feel like this is causing a lot of divide because now you have a situation where you have people like me and you have somebody else come and tell you, well, you're not black, you're Haitian. You know what I'm saying? I've been black my whole life, you know what I'm saying? And especially like living like in Brooklyn, there's a lot of Haitians there. We've been black our whole life. Yes, you have a lot of coons in different sectors, even in my own community. But I don't like the idea of people dictating like who's black and who's not. You know what I'm saying? That's
You know
all
what's
I'm
funny?
saying.
I think when outsiders hear black, they automatically think African American. Shout out to Elmatic for that donation. They think African American. So a lot of people outside of Americas,
See, that's the issue
they
because
run from black because they won't say I'm
Haiti
black.
prides itself.
Yeah, but you're Haitian American.
Yeah,
But your race
and also,
is black. Your nationality is
but
Haitian American.
but saying that Haiti prides itself as being the first black republic, but what a lot of Americans don't understand why a lot of other countries don't use the term black because, for example, Brazil has the most black people outside of Africa, but you're not gonna hear even like a quote unquote black Brazilian say they're black because a lot of countries, even like in Haiti, is based on their nationality. Here, Americans, like black people, don't really feel like quote unquote American. You know what I'm saying? As far as
Well,
like,
we
'cause
reject
here,
a lot of black
yeah,
people here
yeah.
reject America
Because
because
here in the
of
United States, it's weird because you have a black dude and a white person from Brooklyn, and they have totally different cultures and even different accents. In most other countries, it's not like that. In other countries, it's more like class divisions, but you'll find like a black or his black, white, Hispanics, they have the same culture, the same accent. So that's why it's a lot of confusion, like on what really black is. Like you're right, because if you go to different parts, you'll see like black people, but they don't use that term black. They mostly like refer to themselves based on their nationality
facts.
or the where they came from.
Well, but
Right?
that's the same thing with white people. If you call some white people white, they won't say they're white. They're Italian.
Exactly, and they're like 6, 7 generations here of,
Yeah,
of
exactly.
they're
Yeah,
Americans.
yeah.
Because, for example, here, like just talking to you right now, I refer to myself as a Haitian, but when I go to Haiti and talking to like my grandparents, whatever, they don't look at me as Haitian. You know what I'm saying? They look at me as an American
Wow.
because I can vote in Haiti. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this
Because
is.
I have an American passport, I
they
have
done.
American nationality. But here you'll find like a black American telling me, "No, you're not black. You're Haitian." You know what I'm saying? It's like
They done
at the
screwed
end of
us
the
all the
day,
way up.
at the end of the day, I'm more of an Pan Africanism part, which is I support Black Americans like Caribbeans,
Mm-hmm.
Afro Latinos, because I feel like at the end of the day, let's be real. I mean, I'm 32,
Mm-hmm.
so I still remember what happened to Admiral Louima and
Oh
Amadou
yeah.
Diallo.
Yes. Yes.
So at the end of the day, the cops didn't care. Like they were black, they were Africans. They still saw black men. You know what I'm saying? Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
also they're all coons because in my culture, you have a lot of Haitians that will talk down on Black Americans, saying like they're lazy. But at the end of the day, on the flip side, you have Black Americans that use terms like African booty scratcher. It's all ignorance. But at the
Yep.
end of the day, we all
No,
black. Man. You know what I'm saying? That's
they
all I
did
want
a
to say.
job. They did a job on us to have us all going at each other. But yo, thank you for calling. Let me get some more callers in, family.
All right, no
All right,
problem.
peace. Yep. All right. So yeah, man, they did us so dirty that we just all look at each other, but they do the same thing though. Don't get it twisted. Don't think that they all get along. The Italians, the Irish don't get along. Some of the Irish don't get along. But one thing that they will say is no matter what, we have to come together and keep them down. While we don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, could somebody call in and where's the calling thing though? What did I do with that? Did I mess up? I think I messed up. Where is the calling? Did I X out of? There we go. There we go. All right, we back. Somebody calling something fun. What's up? This Doggie Diamonds. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, Miss Bars and Hooks, man.
What's going on? What's on your mind tonight?
What's going on, man? I'm chilling, man. Yo, I wanted to ask you about the versus battles. I was gonna switch gears on you, man.
Go ahead.
Who you think would be a good? Who you think would be a good battle against Siegel, man?
Beanie Siegel? Nobody.
Facts.
Nobody. I think Siegel. I guess it would have to be somebody of that caliber. I think they were saying Beanie Siegel versus Styles P, but that's kind of easy for Siegel, man. To me, you know what I'm saying. I think Siegel will take Styles P easily.
Nah, man, nah. What about Game?
Game would be tough. Game got a lot of good records, but I'm still gonna go with Siegel. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard, but I don't know if Siegel got 20. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if Siegel got 20. I don't know if he got 20.
Man, yo. Cause he like, yeah, Siegel don't got that many like mainstream like.
Oh no,
hits,
he got.
though.
If he gonna play the if he gonna play the freestyles and the features, he got it. But when we dealing with hit records, nah, he don't have too many hit records. He got great records that I love, but he don't have 20. I don't think he has 20. I don't think he has 20. Styles P got 20.
So all right. So what you think about? So between Game and Siegel, you give it to Siegel, or you give it to Game?
I would give it to Game. Game has more commercial records, but out of who's a better rapper, definitely Beanie Siegel.
Yeah, Siegel definitely got that.
Yeah, definitely Beanie Siegel.
So what about? So who you think would have 20 between Styles and Siegel?
Styles will have more because Styles is a part of the Locks, and most of them records that Jadakiss played that we love, Styles is on those records too. So you know what I'm saying? So he would definitely win off that. You had the Bad Boy catalog, you had the Rough Rider catalog, then you have his personal catalog. But again, he still don't rap better than Beanie Siegel. To me, you know what I'm saying?
Hell,
Siegel,
nah. Styles is my top 10 though, man.
He
like
don't rap better than Beanie. I don't care what he could be in your top.
You don't
top
think
2.
so, man?
No, he don't rap better than Beanie Siegel. No, not to me. You know what I'm saying? Not to me.
The Ghost, man, yo, he got some shit though, man. Don't come on.
You can't curse. Remember, you can't curse.
Ghost a little bit.
You calling, you can't curse, but nah.
Oh my bad.
Nah,
fault,
he don't rap better than Beanie Siegel. He could rap, but he don't rap better than Beanie Siegel. Beanie Siegel, to me personally, is one of the, somebody said Dark Low could take Beanie Siegel out in the versus battle. Oh, well, this is a long time supporter too, so I ain't gonna diss you, but you wildin'. Anyway, he said Dark Low. Dark Low is the homie, free Dark Low, but come on, cut it out. Beanie Siegel's the king of Philly. But yeah, family, let me get some more callers in though. But thank you for taking it somewhere else though, because I needed that really quick. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
All
You
right.
already know,
Yo,
bro.
all right,
Repping
peace.
from upstate New York, man. 585, you heard?
What's that, Rochester?
That's a fact,
Oh
boy.
yeah, you see, I know I love upstate, so I know what's going on. All right, yeah. So peace to you. All right, yep. So yeah, by the way, the super chat is open for anybody who want to send a super chat. Your name will pop up on the screen. If you send a super chat, you could do it via Streamlabs or you could do it directly right there. So okay, we got 985. What's your name? Where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, 985. What's your name? Where you calling from?
My name is Daphne. I'm calling from the New Orleans area.
New Orleans. You said New Orleans?
Yes, New Orleans area.
Okay, New Orleans area. Okay, what's on your mind tonight?
Well, I was listening to one of your callers, and you made a comment about how other groups stick together, and you said why we can't stick together, right?
I didn't say that. I know why we can't or why we don't, but I think some of us do. But go ahead though.
Well, I think the reason why a lot of Black people don't stick together is because there's a lot of division within the family, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you have a lot of jealousy within the family. So how can we stick together with our neighbors? How can we work together with our fellow coworkers? You see what I'm saying? Because to me, it's just like so much division and hatred within our own family.
Mm-hmm.
So how can we trust the next person?
But do you know
if we barely can trust?
Do you know where that derived from, though? Hello?
Well, I think a lot of people say slavery, but my thing, like, it was division in my family when I was growing up, right? So I saw that as, wait, when I get my family, you know, I don't want my family, to, like my immediate family, my children, my husband, you know, to be like my family, how I was growing up. So I want to change that narrative. You see what I'm saying? And many of us don't. So,
I mean, it started, but we passed down generational curses. We passed down very, very bad habits. Like, you know, we passed down some poor traditions. So if you had two sisters that were rivals, sometimes their children who are cousins become rivals based off the mothers being rivals. You know, I see that directly in my family. And I tried to stop it. You know, with my sisters, but it came from my grandmother and her sisters. So it is passed down, but it does come from it is passed down generational, and it might take you to stop it though. You have to be the change you want to see. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Doodle Knowledge Radio for the donation. Capone and Noriega or Mobb Deep. I would definitely go with Mobb Deep. That's kind of easy. But yeah, I think, you know, certain things stop with us, and I think sometimes we sit back and we watch stuff take place and we participate and we don't step in and say, yo, hold up, this gotta stop. You know, so I think sometimes we have to just say, yo, you know what? This gotta stop, and it's gonna start with me. I'm gonna be the change I want to see. I'm gonna make the attempt. I'm not gonna just say, you know, well, this been going on with the family, so I'm going to keep the bad tradition going on, because also families used to get together for, you know, certain holidays. A family would get together besides death and baby showers. Family would get together and really just celebrate and play cards and stuff. And that don't even happen no more. So some of those things need to come back, you know, so those need to come back, because even when the family didn't get along, they still might have got together and had card night, and the kids, you know, still knew each other. Nowadays, siblings don't even know each other. Siblings don't even know each other. Yeah, siblings don't even know each other.
Siblings are bickering. Yeah. They fighting.
Yeah,
you know,
they don't even know each other.
Saying.
Yeah, some families don't even know each other at all. You know what I'm saying? Because the mothers don't get along, so they keep the kids away from each other. So, you know, it's a lot of madness. But, you know, I think, again, with me, when I see things happen in a certain way, I say to myself, you know what? I'm going to change that. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm going to be the first one to start trying to do something. And then if it don't work, at least I made an attempt. You know what I'm saying? But I don't like to sit back and just watch stuff happen and then be like, oh, I don't know why this is going on. You know, yeah, I'm a part of, you know, I look at everything like this. You're either part of the problem or you're part of the solution.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
So, yeah, thank you for calling. Let me get some more callers in. Enjoy the rest of your night.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
562, what's your name? Where you calling from?
What's happening? It's your boy Big Steel calling me from LA. What's happening, man?
Steel, your phone is trash, man. Call me right back. You don't hear that noise? Yeah, call me back, Steel. That's my partner, Big Steel, with the Digital Soapbox Network. His phone is horrible. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my partner right there. One of the. Let's see. Here we go. Let's see if you sound better. Steel, what's going on?
Man, what's going on? That's way better than correction. My phone ain't never trash. I'm sitting on the latest iPhone.
Man, your phone was trash. What's going on? So I'm just having a free fall tonight. What's on your mind, Steel? I was gonna call you today too. What's going on with you?
Man, you know what's on my mind, man. It's Digital Soapbox. This is perfect form to talk on, man. You don't get enough fucking credit, man.
Yeah, dude, we don't curse though. That's the only thing we don't do. You know, no cursing.
My bad.
Yeah.
I'm cursing, and I should know better. But man, you don't get enough credit, man.
Yeah.
You know, I look at everybody that bite from you, man, from Vlad to everybody else, man. You know, you an innovator, man, and I'm glad that we partners, man. Yeah, we got a lot of stuff going on. And I see the real humble. You don't never flex, man, but we just had some big signings, man, on our network, man.
Oh yeah. I don't know if when are we gonna announce it? I don't know what we gonna do, because I was talking to one of the dudes that we signed. We was trying to figure out how to present it to the people. So what do you think we should do? How should we present that?
Oh man, we got some big stuff. You know, I was on the phone with that one person, I think, till like 5 o'clock in the morning this morning, man. I think we can announce something real big, man, when we drop that first episode. We got a big first episode coming out. And we got some, man. We got some, man. Some crazy stuff is happening, man.
Yeah. No, it's a lot going on, and a lot of people don't know Digital Soapbox Network. You know, black-owned network that just really works with everybody and just putting a lot of people on. So I know a lot of these podcast networks, and you see people getting these big deals and all that stuff like that, but a lot of them aren't putting people on. All we've been doing was just helping a lot of people. Some relationships didn't work, but the ones that work, everybody's flourishing, and we a family over there. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, you know, if you're tired of your podcast network not doing right distribution for you, if you're tired of your podcast network not getting no ads, not getting enough ads for you, come over to Digital Soapbox Network. This is a fact, because
come over to Digital Soapbox. But man, I wanted to talk to you about something, man. And you know I'm not all about the negative stuff. I very rarely say something, man. But this is embarrassing, man.
Go ahead.
You saw Smoke About Radio, man. They did the Rich interview. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. And the man was just on. Why does Vlad do the same interview verbatim, bro?
Because he's been doing it to me for 14 years. so
you know, but and you know, and the problem I see with that, not to cut you off, bro. Vlad got 3 million subscribers, man. You know, his interviews do well. He's doing his thing. I'm not hating on that, man, but why don't you think we can? And I would venture to say a lot of his supporters, man, look like me and you.
Facts.
They're like me and you, man. We don't have some of the most groundbreaking interviews ever, man. I had DOC on the other day, man. And what's crazy is, man, the interview, I don't even think it broke 5,000 views, man.
Yeah, I mean, you had DOC, you had MC8, you know, legendary stuff. You know what it is still? I don't think we messy enough. I don't think we don't sensationalize enough stuff, and we're not messy enough. You know, when we just want to cover hip hop and cover news and all that, man, people going by these headlines. You know, so when somebody's not getting arrested behind the interview, or is not talking about our dysfunction, because a lot of people don't know, like you know, you a man with the family. You know, you got a son who plays for USC. You know, star player at USC. You know, you got children, and you know, you do what you gotta. You know, you do what you have to do for your family. So you still don't even curse all the time. You know what I'm saying? And with our people, we like and we gravitate towards a lot of dysfunction, especially when it comes from somebody else doing it. Cause see, if I do it right, I'm a gossiper, I'm this, I'm that, and all that, right? But when somebody else do it, they get rewarded for it. And yo, listen, I've been confused for a long time. I've been confused for a long time. I don't even. All I do now is just keep working because I don't even get it no more. I don't even understand. I've done interviews and had the man do my interview over verbatim, and then I had people who I know post that, but won't even share or like anything I do. I don't even question it no more. And it's a lot of, you know what's funny? Let's take the attention off of us for 1 second. It's a lot of people on YouTube that look like us that do great work. Do great, exceptional work. And I always said, man, if I can't get the 1 million subscribers, at least give it to him. Give it to her.
Yeah, man. It's a lot of incredible cats on YouTube, man, that just don't get the shine. And that's because they not doing a thing. You know, like I look at it, and this is not me. It's not no personal attack with Vlad with me. Like, I'll be real with you. Vlad promotes the hell out of the Gangsta Chronicles, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, he promotes the hell out of them and everything like that. So this just ain't a personal attack on him like that, man. But it seems like the more you tearing somebody down, dog, the more views you go get.
Mm-hmm.
The more looks you go get, the more likes you go get. And it's just crazy, man. I've tried to avoid that whole thing. But maybe this new situation, man, that I got coming up with Last Malone, I can talk about a little bit about that, man. Shout out to Charlamagne the God, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he showed you love, and we got some, business that we doing with him on some stuff, man. So hopefully when that situation get announced, man, because everybody is on the train, man.
Yep.
Everybody is on the same train.
Let me address one thing. Somebody said if you don't invest enough marketing and building your platform, then the content won't matter. See, reason why statements like that are dangerous, because where does the money that you invest come from? It comes from corporations that reward certain platforms to promote certain narratives about us and our people. Where does the money come from?
You know what? And I'm going to address that too, not to cut you off, man, because see, that's on people on the outside looking in, man. They don't know we don't spend the thousands of dollars. Like I don't spend the the $5,000 and $10,000 with YouTube and and this and that and stuff, and it translates into audio. You know what I mean? I think YouTube is a whole different animal. Now our audio, nobody is messing with us as far as audio content, the actual podcasting. Gangsta Chronicles still getting 100,000 views an episode, 100,000 downloads an episode on the actual podcast. You know what I mean? It's one of the highest downloaded podcasts in the country. Hence to why we can get these other situations, man. But it ain't all about the marketing and stuff, man, because I know for a fact a lot of these cats not spending no money. It's the messiness, man, so people can miss me with that, man.
Facts. Yeah, I mean,
people want to hear messiness because we got videos. Now I won't front. We got videos on Digital Soapbox that got well over 1 million views, but it's all it's the stuff you're talking about. The stuff that ain't really talking about nothing, the destructive stuff. And I'm not ashamed to say that. Yeah, it's on our channel, but that's the stuff that people want to hear, man.
Yeah, you know what's funny? Like I said, I was talking to them earlier. I said, yo, man, I was on, standing up for our people when I had black people calling me racist at one point. I dealt with that like 10 years ago, and now I see it's a trend to really speak out. I see they about to come for Nick Cannon, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, it's just crazy. But I just think but like Dame Dash said, even though he doesn't really live by it, a lot of us need to stick together. You know what I'm saying?
Man, I'll tell you about Dame Dash, man. and I ain't one for tearing our people down, man. You get a Dame Dash to do some stuff, man, and he won't respond to you, man. But he'll go over there and let the white boys talk bad for him for $500. You know what I mean?
Whoa.
So it's like he can miss me with that, man. I'm just being real.
Yeah. Because I reached out to him plenty of times, and I know you have plenty of times to do something. You know what I'm saying? To do something. But you know what? Still, I'm about to actually even get ready to close the show. I've been on here for like an hour and a half. I
Sure.
can't cut my
Man.
AC
One
on.
love.
I drop tomorrow. I got two reads I think tomorrow on my show. Yeah, I got two reads.
You got a couple of reasons. I know you've been on top of your stuff, man. But one love to you, man. And I'll let you go and get on the fans. I don't mean to come on here and flex on this.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah. Yeah, we got so I'll holler at you later on still.
All right, sure.
All right. So let me just take this last phone call. 804, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yeah, man, this is Alfred, man, from Richmond, Virginia, dog.
Richmond, Virginia. All right, Alfred. All I ask you is just watch the profanity if you could. What's your name, Alfred? Oh, you told me that. I'm so used to saying formality. What's on your mind tonight, Alfred?
Ain't nothing much, man. I just called basically. Well, I bring up something old that was you was on. It was you. It was Star, my boy, by the way. It's my dude. He's funny. It was two girls. Y'all was in this little like studio setting, and this dude called. Man, he was mad funny, yo. He was tripping. He was talking about F was to do consequence. And my question to you is, man, did he ever call back after y'all got that? Y'all got to argue when the girl got into an argument with him.
No. You know what? I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that was when I was at DTF Radio. Yeah, nah. He never called back, but it was funny though. You know, we get people in the chat room, that like doing their little trolling thing. You got people who like to call in with the trolling thing. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Yeah, but nah, he never called back. That was about I'm trying to think. That was maybe like 7 years ago or something like that. Yeah. That's actually up online too. Yeah, that's from Forbes DVD Radio. Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Man. I dog, my bad to cut you off. Dog, I was in here dying off that dude, man.
Yeah. Because I used to let everything go. You know what I'm saying? I used to let everything go. Yeah. So let me close out. I'm hot. I gotta cut my air conditioning back on. And thank you for calling in, family. VA in the building.
Yeah, you take it easy, bro, man.
Peace. All right. Oh boy. So some of the things that come up in the chat y'all can't see because people be talking crazy. So I see somebody call me a sucker, but I'm a sucker, but you're watching me. So, why do you watch suckers then? I'm a sucker, but some of these other people ain't no sucker though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me just tell y'all about Big Steel really quick. So, Steel called me. He actually emailed me from LA. I think I told the story, right? I'm not telling y'all the story, but Big Steel, man, that's my partner. We got some big things going on. We got some new shows that we signed, podcast shows. Some of the shows, I got a shades in the house because of the lights. You don't know what it's like to be under lights. You know what I'm saying? When you calling me a bozo, you in the Bronx, we can get it shaking whenever you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? You watching me, bro. I'm out here. You know what I'm saying? So all that bozo talk and that stuff y'all be doing, y'all be talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go play. But I'm not even going to ban you. I'm just going to let you talk because you don't got nothing else to do. You could be getting some box right now or whatever, but you watching me. And I like wearing shades too. But let me just say this, end this on a positive note. We got a lot of shows that we signed. About to make a big announcement of a show that we signed, a show that y'all really, really like. We signed them to distribute the audio. And you know what I'm saying? I actually waiting for him to say when we could let these words out, you know what I'm saying? But we got a lot of exciting stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, two black men, we get along, still be on me about a lot of stuff. That's why to a certain extent, my behavior has changed. I'm not as crazy as I used to be, you know what I'm saying? I be chilling, you know what I'm saying? I could be going off the deep end, you know what I'm saying? Why somebody asking me and Black Dot cool? It seems weird. Me and Black Dot that's my dude, you know what I'm saying? Black Dot is my dude, please don't look for no conflict, you know what I'm saying? Me and Black Dot, that's my homie, you know what I'm saying? And these are Ray-Bans, I believe. Yeah, these are Ray-Bans. I have mad pair of shades, you know what I'm saying? But Black Dot is my dude. We just trying to figure out how we could collaborate and do a show together, you know. But ain't nothing weird about. I don't rock with a lot of other dudes, but you heard me. If y'all pay attention and watch me, you heard me tell y'all plenty of times. Please go subscribe to the Urban X podcast. Black Dot and his son Malcolm. Those my people over there. You know what I'm saying? I have no issues with them. You know what I'm saying? This dude in the chat is really, yo. Dude is like you like in love with me or something like that. Hold on. See, this is what we do, right? Hold on. Dag, why did they do it to where you can't look at their profile anymore? Dag, because I would be. Hold on. Because you're starting to talk too much. And I'm going to Summer Jam screen you in a minute. Hold on one second. Give me 1 second, y'all. 1 second. That's what we do to weirdos. That's what we do, though. This is what we do. Hold on. Just give me 1 second. Man, your name ain't even popping. Your channel ain't even popping up. You lucky, boy. You lucky. Because I be done destroyed you. But yeah, it is what it is, man. He lucky. Lucky, man. They used to be able to go to people's name and look at their profile right there. And but you can't do it no more. I don't even know how to find this idiot's YouTube, because I take your pictures, I put everything up about you. You know what I'm saying? You on my channel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you on my channel, and when you start talking crazy, start talking out of pocket. Oh, you can't even spell. Show your femininity. Okay, I'm done with you. You got a 4th grade education, because I know babies that can say that. You know what I'm saying? So, nah, don't block them. They weird. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. They weird. But yo, I'm about to get up out of here. I gotta cut my air conditioner on. And the only reason why I don't have it on because it runs and it's very, very loud. But I thank y'all for joining me tonight. I will have on shades again tomorrow. Like I do all the time. I will have on my traditional Raiders hat. You know, no, sometimes, listen, let me explain something to y'all. This is what I learned, right? Sometimes I be wanting to block people, right? But then I leave them because you get to see their mental illness. And some of y'all get to see what I deal with all day, every day. And the sad thing about it is our people. It's people that look just like me and you. And they just do this all day, every day. They DM me how much and I'm like, yo, I never did nothing to nobody. I don't owe nobody no money. So it's almost like confused. People are like confused. They don't even know why they don't like you. You know what I'm saying? So they start using words like bozo and all these little keywords that everybody use but you're looking at me though. I don't look at what I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at things I don't like. I don't go to McDonald's every day and say I hate McDonald's. I just don't eat it. Don't pay attention to it. So you start seeing how crazy some people are. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Google femininity. Okay. All right. Anyway, I'm not talking to you anymore either. So you enjoy the rest of your night, Bronx Reggie. Whatever your name is, I just made you famous. But I'm trust me. Yo, dudes is weird. But anyway, yeah. Matter of fact, let me yeah. Yeah, dudes be weird, you know. I don't know. I end up getting him out of here, you know, because it's very, very distracting for me talking to y'all sometimes. And I like to talk to my I like to talk to the people in the chat room. You know, I'm not a person who ignores y'all. I like to talk to y'all. But yeah, yo, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. YouTube might get on some funny style stuff with this video. Might not get monetized because of the few curse words that came out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's definitely mental illness, man. Our people are so, but you know what though? Reason why that's important that y'all see stuff like that sometimes, because those are the people that be killing us. You know what I'm saying? For people like me, people like y'all who go out there and live a everyday life, you have people like that and they just kill you for nothing. Like, you people don't even know why they dislike you or why they mad at you. You know what I'm saying? You could call me everything under the sun. I don't even know why. People can't even say nothing specific why they don't like you, but they just do that. And those are people who be killing good people out of jealousy and hatred. You know what I'm saying? So it's very, very important that y'all see these type of people. So when I see somebody like that somewhere, you hear about me snapping their neck, you know why. You know what I'm saying? So it's you know, it is what it is. Yo, it's funny though, cause Born 360 said, when the next time you're gonna have AA Rashid on? That's words to everything I love. I was just thinking about putting out this AA Rashid video, and I'm trying to find it right now for you. Hold on one second, because I have it. That's word to everything. I said I gotta put out this AA Rashid video. So I have an AA Rashid video that I did not drop, and I'm trying to find it really quick. Hold on, bear with me for a few seconds. Where did you put the AA Rashid? I got so much videos on the screen, I ought to be ashamed of myself. AA Rashid, where are you? And watch, as soon as I hang up, I'm gonna find it. But you label everything. This is my nephew calling me. He doesn't care that I'm live. Man, I can't find the A. Rashid video, but it's on here somewhere. Where is this video? I'm getting annoyed. Yeah, I got a Wesley Muhammad video I never put out. Let me see if I could. Yeah, what it is, people? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter. This one is special to me because early on when I started the podcast about a year and a half ago, I had this man next to me on the podcast. We did it, and it just didn't work out for some reason. We had footage issues and problems, and it was a very, very good interview, but I was able to get it again. And we're going to bring you that one, but this one is going to be special too because it's dealing with many things that's going on right now today. Yeah, this is what so you're going to get the classic one, and then we making another classic. Yeah, that was with me and Wesley Muhammad. I have that interview. Wesley Muhammad. I got one with Nuri Muhammad also. That's right here somewhere. And I got AA Rashid. I when it comes to content, man, I ain't no joke. I got a lot of content, but I don't be knowing if y'all want it or y'all ready for it or whatever the case may be. So some stuff I don't drop. So when I drop this stuff, man, I need to see them. I be needing to see them numbers. You know what I'm saying? I be needing to see them numbers reflect what people say they want. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna just be putting footage out and it's not gonna get its just due. And I think this right here is me and Nuri Muhammad. Let's see if it loads. Yes, this is me and Nuri Muhammad right here. So let me show y'all. Y'all getting exclusive stuff right here. So rolling. What it is, people? It's your boy Doggie Diamonds. Another episode of Doggie Diamonds No Filter. I have the honor and the pleasure of having this man to my left, who I've been watching for some years now, and yeah, so they always tell me he's in town, but we miss each other by. Yeah, so I have that with Nuri Muhammad. Yeah, I got a lot of content, man. I got a whole lot of content. Yeah, I got Lord Jamal, I got Talib Kweli, I got a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so it is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, let me get up out of here. I will build with y'all later on. I'm gonna come back tomorrow. Let me find this. Yeah, let me find this AA Rashid. You know what I'm saying? Let me find this AA Rashid. I need to find it. Me and him grew up together from the same block. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely need to show love for my bro. And he's on that new West Side Gun album too. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna find that interview for y'all, and I'm gonna try to put that out tomorrow. But yeah, y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Let me get up out of here. I'm hot. Cause my little nephew, he's 3 years old. He's gonna keep FaceTiming me till I pick up the phone. He gonna keep calling me. So it is what it is, y'all, man. Y'all y'all enjoy the rest of your night. I'm out of here. Doggie Diamonds till tomorrow. I'll be back.